Hi, my name is Tim and I'm forgiven. The policies and the stuff that are floating around and trying to be implemented and the things that have been implemented are they're just absolutely ridiculous, and that anything that gets done, anything that has been done, has got to be changed. It's got to be undone. We as conservatives need to fire up the idea of turning back the pages on everything that Obama has done and almost all liberalism we possibly can. Our economy is in a real serious state of this is a depression, and it's a mild depression because people have a standard of living that was so high that cutting back still leaves you with quite a bit. You know, we have so many different things available to us today than was available 50 years ago to kind of keep our minds and our hearts on the positive things, and I think that that's keeping the actions of this administration to a minimum, the effects on our country and on our people. But at some point in time, everything he's doing is going to pile up, and it's going to collapse. It's going to collapse the hearts of people. Now, they're talking about so many things. We have no business raising taxes. We have got to educate people. If you don't understand about taxes, you need to listen and you need to look into it, because you're paying taxes. You're paying a lot of taxes. Almost any money you earned, most of it's going to taxes. Any money that you're getting from the government has come from somebody else's taxes and not the wealthy. And the products you buy, you're paying taxes on. There's no tax on food most places, but there is tax on food, because you go down to the grocery store and ask the store manager if they pay property tax, and they'll look at you like you're a blooming idiot, because they pay property tax. The cost of the property tax is considered in the pricing of their goods. Their business costs so much a day to run. Their products sell with that price, that cost in mind. That's a part of the price. And when you buy products, you're paying that store's property tax. Now, all the people that work there, they all do pay income tax. You're paying their income tax. It's reflected in the price of the product. I don't know why. Maybe everybody just assumes that everybody knows this, and maybe that's the problem. We shouldn't assume that this simple information is comprehended by everyone. I think that a lot of the idea is this class envy, is that you get to the point where you think, look, I'm not paying you. Everything, every single nickel you spend a percentage goes to taxes. Every single time you buy something, you're paying all the taxes that are associated with that product or service, including the individual's income tax. If he's making a whole lot of money, you're paying a whole lot of what you're paying him towards his taxes. You're paying his taxes. He gets the credit. You get the shaft. You've got to understand this. We really have got to get our taxes. Regulation and control is the main thing that's hurting America, and it's hurting America bad, and it's building like a snowball headed for a train wreck. This is absolutely is going to destroy things. It all has to be undone. It has to be undone soon, and the sooner the better. And it's very scary to me that people don't understand this. Every time they increase tax, I don't care what the tax, where it comes from or how it comes from, it's reflected in the cost of business. It's reflected in the money you spend. They're collecting their taxes from you. So no matter where the tax money is hidden, where the income tax, the tax is hidden at in a business, in an individual, it all comes from productivity. And when you figure this out, when you understand this, you're going to realize you're paying out a whole lot of your money in taxes. And I would say most people will, I think 70% of every dollar spent is in some way, form, or another turned into the government's coffers. And this is crazy. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, when you get the idea, you know, in a communist country, they don't pay taxes because the government pays the money. The government gives them whatever little bit they get. There are classes. There are classes in a communist country. If you don't think that they're, you know, Gorbachev lives far better than I do. He's got, and he came from an impoverished country. That's where he lives, and he lives way above my lifestyle. Now, is that right? No, it's not. There are classes. Big difference between the lower class and the upper class. And you can never get out of the lower class. Can never get out of the lower class. We've got to get, you really got to think this through. And you have got to be a part of singing the blues. You got to start telling everybody how blue this is, how horrible, how much of a mess this is. And you've got to make them understand. You got to come at them with love and concern and reality. There are no such things as freebies. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. Nothing. As long as you think that you're getting free stuff, you're not going to figure out that you're not getting, that you're paying for it. You're paying for it dearly. Now, the news is reporting, or I don't know if they're reporting it, but the facts are out that the average government employee makes twice as much as the privately employed individual. 2 times as much. Now, if that's going to become more and more of an issue, because that discrepancy, that difference is outrageous. It's wrong. The post office is asking for ideas on how to save money. Well, start paying salaries that are reflected with experience and duties. Keep in mind that you are a public service. I guarantee you, if you offered to farm out mail to some company, UPS, FedEx, or any of these other shipping companies would love to get involved in delivering the mail, because there's a lot of money in the mail delivery. They have a lock on every mailbox. You understand that? Not a physical lock, it's theirs. Every letter is theirs. It's locked. They make way too much money. They waste way too much. They're looking for input, because what they want you to do is they want you to accept the fact that they're going to try and cut back on Saturdays and not deliver Saturday. And that's going to make their difference. And they're wrong. They're wrong. They have to stop looking at money pool as being endless, that they can just keep drawing from it, and that they can draw in the red and it ain't no big deal because it's the United States government. The United States government has that in their mindset across the board, and they're bankrupting our grandkids. They're bankrupting this country. Our politicians, we've got to flush. We have to flush them all out. We need to call on people to step up to be what they don't want to be. They don't want to be politicians. And if they do want to be politicians, we shouldn't want them. Because there's only one reason to be involved in politics, and that's either you're very proud and arrogant and think highly of yourself, or you think that somehow you can get into that big pile of money and stuff some of it in your own wallet. Either one of those reasons make for a bad reason. Our country needs you to get involved. Everyone has got to understand, and everyone has to talk about it, and we've got to turn this thing around. The sooner the better, because you know, when you get in a hole, it gets really hard to get out of. And when the hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper, it gets harder, and people will start losing the desire and the heart. And when that happens, we're in serious trouble. Thank God America has a lot of optimism built into it. No thanks to our current and past recent politicians. God bless you all, and God bless America.